Hello people, welcome back to Beauty Jam. Today we're going to be doing something that I saw Miss Jenna Marbles do, and many other YouTubers as well, they've all done it. And it's come and watch my TikToks, my favourite TikToks with me. Now I have quite a lot of favourite TikToks, so I'm not going to go through them all because we'd be here forever. But I do have quite a few, so I thought I would do a little bit of watch my favourite TikToks with me, and you'll kind of get my kind of humour, you know. Anything that is political and that I have saved, I'm going to skip over for obvious reasons. They are all in good humour and funny, but I'm just going to skip over them just because I made a promise that on my channel I would never talk about religion or politics. That was just one of the rules that I made from the beginning. So I'm not even going to share any jokes or anything like that. So anything that has got Boris Johnson in, I'm going to skip over, okay? So that's just how it is, because there's quite a few TikToks of him. So yeah, I'm just going to skip over them because I don't want the hassle, and I don't want anyone to feel, I don't know. I just don't want nothing to do with it, you know. I made a promise from the beginning in 2015. Those are the two things that I'm not discussing at all. So those are the rules, and I'm going to stick with them. So let me just get TikTok up. For goodness sake, not calendar. Right, there we go. Go to my profile, wherever it is. Still haven't got the hang of this. Here we go. Alright, record. Boop, boop. Is it recording? Yeah, it is. It's recording. Okay, so as you can see, this is my TikTok. If you want to follow me, you can. As you can see, I've got a whopping 8 followers. Absolutely killing the game, as you do. I haven't done any TikToks yet. I might do in the future, but I don't think my humour's there yet. I'm not really there. Like, I think the ones that I would make would be cringe, and I don't want to do it. So, maybe in the future, but not yet. But if you do want to follow me, then definitely follow me. And yeah, so let's go to my favourites. So the first one that we're coming up is
live bait.
This one.
That's a great idea. Those guys could never resist fresh meat. So all we need to do is find something that's like big and plump and juicy. Maybe like a new... Why is everyone looking at me?
Live bait.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. It's not really that funny. And I will say, it's not really that funny. But I loved it because I've been that person in the group so many times. Whenever anyone's like talking and then they'll just kind of look at you and you're not there, but you'll just be like, yep, yeah, you know, I've been that person so many times, so I could kind of relate to it, and I just found it hilarious at the time because of like the relatability. So yeah, that's why that one's saved. I will say not all of my favourite TikToks are for funny moments. Some of them are like carpet cleaners because I want to buy it, you know. So I will say not all of them are funny. This isn't supposed to be like a funny thing. Some of them are though, like this next one. I love that TikTok because it's that bit. It's the side eye that just gets me. He just side eyes you. Plus, who snores like this? This is what snoring sounds like, because I couldn't sleep with that. I'd be kicking them out. I'm going to sleep on me. I'm going to sleep on the sofa. I could not. See, this is something I want to buy. So I've saved it to buy it.
One drop! One drop!
Well, I figured just bubbles are going out. I said, well, that'll be all right. But if it was going into the bedroom...
It's all like the whole outside is this much bubbles.
Oh,
in my room!
Well, it's just bubbles, it's not water.
No, it is water. It's all that.
Well, you gotta enjoy yourself once in a while.
You, one
I love it because he's just chilling there, and there's like before the people came in. Like, just imagine before the people came in, he's just chilling there with all these bubbles here. And the thing is, I haven't done this, but my cousins did. when they were I don't know what they're called, but my granddad used to have a mat in the bath that you had like a remote and it like blows bubbles and things, and it went on the bottom of the bath. I don't know what they're called, but he had one of them. So everybody used to want to have a bath, you know, because it was like the best thing ever. And my cousins were having a bath. I don't know whether they were bathing together, to be honest. There might have been. They're two girls, so I think they're about 11, 12, so maybe. But they were having a bath, and my granddad was in the living room with my nan, and they were having a bath, and they put bubble bath in with this remote thing, and they put too much in, and that happened. That actually happened. And there were bubbles going out of the window, and the toilet was like full of bubbles, and my granddad told me about it, and I was just on the floor because it was just hilarious at the time. So that brought back memories of that too, because that actually does happen. Like, I know people can say it's staged and stuff, but it isn't. Like, stuff like that actually happens. And I can just imagine him chilling there with all these bubbles around his ears, not just completely unaware that all outside the bath is bubbles and all inside the bedroom is bubbles, you know. So I just found it hilarious. That was just funny. This. You don't realise how raunchy lyrics are until you play it in front of an older person. 100%. I laughed so much when I first saw this. My cheeks were hurting so bad because her reaction is just so pure, you know. I've heard that song so many times, so for me it would just be like playing, you know. But like I say, you don't realise until you play it in front of an older person how raunchy it actually is. Oh my life. See, this is just stuff I want to buy. That's what I love about stuff like that. It's like out of sight, you know? I love stuff being out of sight. And a TV hidden in your bed that just comes up when you want it to. Perfect, you know? Although I would struggle with the PlayStation and stuff with that because I don't imagine you could have it plugged in. And I don't really want to plug it in every single time I want to use the TV, you know? So that for me would just purely be for like Netflix and stuff that's already like on the TV. But it's still out of sight, and if you're ever ill, or you know, it's handy to have the TV there, you know? So there we go.
We've got your normal sized mug and a dessert spoon.
Oh, this is the
Take a heaped spoon of butter and chuck it in.
cookie in a mug.
Microwave for 20
tutorial.
seconds. Cup of melted butter.
Guys, did you expect anything else from my TikTok? Let's be honest. This is a cookie in the mug tutorial. Did you expect anything else? I hope you didn't, because that's me. That's me.
Dukes.
See, I'm skipping anything to do with Boris Johnson. I'm sorry, Boris.
Carry me? No.
I've never been here, okay? But I can relate, because sometimes you do just take it that bit too far, you know? So I can relate in that respect, but not the whole boyfriend taking me home thing, because I've never done that, you know? So, yeah.
I don't know why my neighbors hate me so much. Every single day, I say good morning, I make sure they're doing well, but they just give me the most disgusted look ever. I don't get it. Man, I don't know why.
I don't get it either, Jeremy Lynch. I don't get it either, because guess what? It's just jealousy and envy, mate. And you're above that. So just leave them to it, you know? If they want to be jealous of what you got, instead of working hard themselves to get it themselves, that's them, you know? So that's my view on that. You keep doing you, and you keep spending your money. Because guess what? It's your money, mate. You do it.
My mom's always saying, Lindsay, why do you shower in my shower so much? Oh, I don't know, Melissa. Why am I?
Again, it's just... And then the caption they've put, the return policy on sanity? It was this TikTok that made me feel sorry for people who have children during this time. Yeah, I couldn't. Because, like you said, the kid's still fighting over everything, and he's 137 hours in, which isn't a lot when you think about it. 24 hours in a day, so 5 days, 6 days maybe. Oh, this dog is so cute. He's taking himself a walk. This was the first TikTok I saw after it had been extended for 3 weeks. Because I watched the news. Well, I don't watch the news, but I did keep up to date with like when Boris was talking and stuff. And when it got extended for another 3 weeks, this was the first TikTok that I saw, and I just thought that's everyone's energy right now. It's just everything's crazy, but we're all just sat about as well. Do you know what I mean? This is a banger of a song, to be honest. And that's true. Let me just say this, introverts of the world, we need to keep this, okay? Even in 2030 and 2040, I want people to be saying social distancing, you know, because we can't let the extroverts take over again. We need to keep this as it is now, okay? We need to keep it no more introverts together, right? So we need to keep this. We cannot let this happen again. We can't let this go. We can't. This needs to stay at least until my generation passes away, okay? So we need to make sure that we come together and we stand our ground, and we're not going to let the extroverts of the world take over again because social distancing, you know? That's what this TikTok taught me. How does that happen? Because if I tried to do that, which I haven't yet, but if I did, it would rip. So I don't know how she does this. If anyone could link me to a tutorial, that would be great. But how on earth? Because this isn't a tutorial. This is just her showing you that she can do it, which is fair enough. Like, that's nice, you know? That's why I've saved it. It's nice. But I want to learn how to do it, but I don't understand what she does at the end where she twists it, because if I twist it, it would rip. Right? So I don't know, but I do want to learn how to do that because it looks nice when you have guests, you know. I gotta go my own way. What about us? What about everything we've been through? What about trust? You know I never wanted to hurt you. What about me? It's true. You never think about what Gabrielle's mom would be thinking when she pulled up and she's just waiting in the car. And they're just having this sing-off on the bridge, you know. So that I did find funny. It's true. Whenever I've been to Greg's and I've dropped, like, it might not even be the sausage roll. It might just be the pastry. They're just there. And it's like, oh my gosh, please just wait till I've moved. Mind you, I don't usually get the sausage roll. Okay, here's my order from Greg's. Whenever I go to Greg's, I usually get... Well, I used to get the corned beef pasty, right? But then they stopped doing it for some reason. If anyone can let me know why Greg's stopped doing that, I'd love to know. Because I used to love that. That was my order, you know? And then they took it off. So then I moved to either the steak bake or the chicken bake. Whichever I'm in the mood for. Depends what meat I'm in the mood for, you know? So, and that's still my order now. Like, I'll get the steak bake or the chicken bake. But if they say, like, oh... they're in the oven or we haven't got any, then I'll usually just get the sausage roll, you know? That's my order from Greg's, okay? Yeah, but it's true. Whenever you drop a little bit on the floor, they're just there and they're just pecking away like this. And there's like more than one. There's like 3 or 4.
Patrick! We've talked about this. This is a sheep yard, not an alpaca yard. Get out! They don't like you. They don't want to be your friend. Go on! Patrick! We've talked about this. This is a shape yard.
I love how he says, we've talked about this, because it means that before this TikTok, he's spoken to his alpaca about being in the sheep yard. Do you know what I mean? And I have to laugh. That doesn't happen very often where I live, but it has happened before. And it is true, because sometimes you'll be lying in bed and you'll be really annoyed because you want to sleep, but then next door will put like a really good song on and you'll be like, you're annoyed, but also this song's a banger, you know? So it's kind of like, you're in between annoyed and rocking out at the same time. Oh, my life. See, this is another thing I just want to buy. A lot of it... Oh, and this.
The giant horse cock weighs over 11 pounds.
The fucking what?
It's so true. I've watched a documentary. Okay, not all the time, and it's not a regular thing. But if I ever can't sleep, I have put documentaries on at like 3, 4 a.m. Usually true crime documentaries. Because I have an interest in that type of thing. Like I watch a lot of Ellen and Neil and things like that. Like I do like those types of conversations and how things happen, and you know. So that is true. I have watched, like, it's never happened like that, but it's always, they will wake up at the most gruesome bit or the most weird bit, or just that bit, and the rest of the documentary hasn't been like that, but they will wake up at that specific point that's just that bit, you know? Same as like your parents. The movie will be completely innocent, but as soon as your parents walk in, it's a sex scene. It happens every time, okay? So I had to laugh at that. What was he trying to do? Well, like, where is he trying to go? Where is the cat actually trying to go? That happened. The first week that we were under lockdown, I had nothing. I had food, like I had my dinner and my lunch and things like that, but I had nothing to snack on, and it was the worst thing ever. There was a really funny one, but I can't find it. I've got it. Oh my gosh, this one was so funny.
Get your tongue off my door. Get it off my door. Next. Get your tongue. Get it off my door. Next. Next. Get your tongue off my door. Thank you. Don't. Stop it. Stop it. Next. Stop licking my door. Stop. Next. Stop licking it. Stop it. And don't start scratching it, that's worse.
I don't know where my screen recording's just gone. Oh, for goodness sake, man. I just recorded that whole video and my screen recordings just hasn't saved, I don't think. I don't know where it's gone, it's just not there. I'll see whether it appears later. If not, I might just have to like put in the TikTok. That means more editing though. Thanks a lot, phone, for your, you know, cooperation. Flipping Apple, man. I've just screen recorded and I went and I thought, before I do the outro, I'm just going to stop screen recording. and it's not there. It's not in videos. It's not anywhere. The screen recording has stopped, but it's not anywhere. It's just not gone. It's just not. Great. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I'll do another one of these in the future when I find more funny TikToks. Yeah, so, thank you to anybody who TikToks I used. I've tried to keep your @names in. Well, if the screen recording worked, that is. I've kept your @names in so people can follow you and see who uploaded it and blah blah blah. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then make sure you give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe for more videos from me. Make sure you check out the other episodes, the other videos that I've done, and yeah, and I'll see you next time.